So that's the other thing. There's a second allegation like this. It states that he was part of a call with an individual who was in Fulton County Jail. And in the call, the man stated he needed something. Young Thug allegedly pointed to another gang member to take care of it and flashed a YSL gang sign. So what did we report 2.5 months ago? YFN Lucci was in Fulton County Jail, fearing for his life. He got stabbed in jail. And he said, I'm fearing for my life. Where is that coming from? Obviously, Young Thug. Look at this.
Clearly.
This proves it. Yeah. So they tried to kill him in jail. By the way, they tried killing Lil Wayne on his tour bus. They connected to that. Remember when Young Thug and Lil Wayne were beefing for a little bit because of Birdman and the album cover, Barter 6, the Carter 6, and they're having the little issues? They shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus and tried to kill Lil Wayne. This is Lil Wayne, like the guy who's like everybody, like
looks up to you.
Ah, man, this is just getting 10 million times. It just gets worse and worse as more I read this.
God, these guys are, man. And then how you were saying, man.
What?
The lyrics.
Oh, we haven't got into that. The lyrics this is how stupid, And a lot of people say they shouldn't be allowed to use rap lyrics, for court. I get that argument. But this is so clear that it's tied to what they're doing. Like, it's so clear that it makes no sense not to use it. And by the way, they asked the DA, the woman, how do you guys find this information? She was like, social media helps us a lot. And obviously, look at that. That's just, you're just basically saying, hey, man, I'm murdering people. Like, give me right here. Come on, man. I'm waiting on you guys to arrest me. That's what you guys are doing. It's like, it doesn't get more dumb and ignorant than this. And it just keeps, it just 6ix9ine thing repeats. Casanova we're going to talk about Casanova. He's facing his time because he's going through RICO federal. This isn't federal charges, by the way. This is state charges. So, which is a little bit different, but still, it's still insane charges. A RICO is no joke.
Right.
It alleges he is a YSL founder. The document states Young Thug legal name Jeffrey Williams was among 4 founders of the gang and made YSL a well-known name by referring it to it in his songs and on social media. A key to the case in a 2015 murder. One of Young Thug's charges alleges he rented a car used in January 2015 to murder Donovan Thomas Jr., described as a rival gang member. At the press conference Tuesday, DA Willis said the murder created violence like Atlanta has never seen, and she framed it as a central event that led to the indictment this year. By the way, they linked Young Thug, renting in 2014 Infiniti Q60.
Mm-hmm.
They found out he rented it. That car was used to murder Donovan Thomas Jr., which I believe is the guy from YFN Lucci. Let me see. I think his name was I forget what his name was.
Damn, that's a lot of evidence, man.
Listen, the RICO charges don't come on you if they don't have evidence. They make sure they gather enough to the point where they got you.
Yeah, for this long too, shit, they got a lot of information.
Yeah, they don't just do this shit because
you would think these rappers would learn from other rappers. Like,
yeah,
clearly that does not happen.
They don't learn, man. A 14-year-old boy, by the way, when this guy got killed, which is actually a homie of YFN Lucci, I forget his rap name or street name, Donovan Thomas, the guy who got killed with the Infiniti, the Young Thug. A 14-year-old boy and a man in his 20s were also killed in that shooting. A 14-year-old boy.
My goodness.
Then there's 2 other people that got shot in the leg. This was a shooting in front of a barbershop in Atlanta. Imagine you're getting your haircut. A 14-year-old boy getting his haircut gets killed over some gang stupid shit. Had nothing to do with the situation. Another guy in his 20s was also killed.
Had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, they rented a 2014 model Q50 sedan. And it was under Young Thug's name. And that's just the beginning of it. We haven't even tapped into this.
You think those are the bodies of those 50 counted?
I think so, yeah. That should include it. That's, and that's innocent people. These people have nothing to do with the situation. These people are just minding their business, getting a haircut at a barbershop in Atlanta.
See, those situations, like, the cops couldn't do nothing about it, man. They saw it, probably by them, but they still don't have 100%. Like, they're just waiting for more, damn, man. They deserve it, man. If I hope they lock him away if they did all this shit.
So this is what the DA said about the Donovan Thomas case, the guy that got killed. It was a goal of one of my predecessor and any person or prosecutor in this office to make sure that the family received justice because everyone is entitled to justice. It was a commitment I made from the first day in my office. Very shortly after becoming district attorney, I sat down with Donovan Thomas's mother and I made her a promise that her son was as valuable as any other person in our community, that I would put resources on this case and do everything to make sure her son had justice. Yesterday was a proud day for me. He is alleged to have posted on social media about the Thomas murder. So look, he's bragging about killing somebody on social media, that guy. He's literally bragging about it. It says he did appear in a video released on social media 16 days after the murder, in which he appears to have spoken and referenced someone's court appearance. He said, blank lied to their mama, lied to their kids, lied to their brothers and sisters, then get right into the courtroom and tell the God honest truth. Don't get it. Y'all snitches need to get killed, bro, from me and YSL. So there was somebody in court talking about the situation. He noticed, he made a video about that. You guys need to get killed, he said, from me and YSL. Like, you're just, if you're going to do these murders, which is fucked up in general, don't brag about it on social media. Like, what's the point of that?
Don't literally tell them that, hey, it's, I'm going to do it.
He is alleged to have referenced gang activity with other gang members, gang leaders. A portion of the indictment says he spoke to a leader of the sex money murder gang in a conversation in which they discussed sacrifices must be made, soldiers must fall in order for the battle to be won. He is alleged to have referenced gang activity with another member. The document states he told another man in reference to a stolen car that if he don't take it back, he would die.
Die?
If he does not take the stolen car back, he would die. This is Young Thug telling people, you're going to die if you don't take the stolen car back. Don't play with me. A traffic stop is referenced. He is alleged to have been stopped with another vehicle, not the one he was driving. And to the other vehicle, there were 4 individuals who were armed with numerous weapons with high-capacity magazines, to include an AK-47, a 30-round magazine. Young Thug faces some specific criminal charges in the indictment. Those are outlined below. They are linked to an overact and furthering of the conspiracy and an act of racketeering to advance gang's interest. The list of specific crime acts alleged by Young Thug: theft by receiving stolen property for allegedly possessing a stolen gun, theft by receiving stolen property again for allegedly possessing a stolen gun in a second separate instance, a terroristic threats for allegedly telling someone who he said was not welcome at a perimeter mall, if you continue to approach, I'll shoot you in the face with a gun. That's Young Thug's words. Possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute, possession of hydrocodone with intent to distribute, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, participation in criminal street gang activity. Several of the charges are related to social media posts, which reference YSL or Slime and alleged gang signs or captions indicting gang members. Many of the charges are related to Young Thug's rap lyrics. Several of his songs are used as evidence in the indictment as an overact and furtherance of the conspiracy. People are saying First Amendment issues with reliance on song lyrics, and attorneys take on the charges against Young Thug. Now, people are saying, yeah, it is a First Amendment right. He's free to say what he wants to say in music. He said they frequently use in RICO cases and their social media posts and songs are frequently used in RICO cases in Georgia. But he thinks in this case it could be problematic for the prosecution. Let me see.
Oh, man. Boy, you in trouble.
Let me play the song of him. So, they got evidence that they tried to kill YFN Lucci twice, and they tried to kill Lil Wayne once. They have evidence of that. So that's already there. And then they got evidence of them having ties to murdering 50 people. So how do you get out of this situation? There's no...
Yeah, if they got... I don't know. Yeah, the lawyer ain't going to he ain't going to do shit.
If they tie everything together. I would be genuinely... Somebody is snitching already. So Young Thug can't go there and be like, hey, I'm going to snitch and help me out.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be very tough. If they already got information from a snitch, what do they need you for? They're just looking to lock you up.
Yeah.
Because in the whole Treyway thing,
right.
6ix9ine was like, hey, you guys don't have everything. I'm immediately. You said that night that 6ix9ine said the night that I got locked up, I decided I'm going to snitch. This is the night that he got locked up. He's like, I'm snitching. There's nothing. And
that's probably smart he did that. Because if he would have waited longer and somebody else did, then he would have been screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good call by him. But I don't know. Some people might hate him, but.
So let me go over it. He said that they frequently use the RICO's cases. He thinks that it could be problematic for the prosecutor. He said, this is a very aggressive move by Fulton County prosecutors. I think here they may have gone a step too far because they're charging these individuals with criminal activity, crimes under Georgia law, which really may be limited to things they've said either on social media or in song lyrics, he said. And ultimately, I think there's going to be a problem. The jury is going to want to see evidence that these individuals, each one of these individuals, actually committed some sort of crime separate from just being part of this organization. This is, I believe, Young Thug's lawyer. He added that you can be tied up with other folk, you can be a member of a gang and still not be held criminally responsible for what some of the other gang members may do unless you're aware of what's going on. So I think there's going to be kind of hard to prove in this case. They have to show intent and they have to show knowledge. It's just not being part of the group. It's got to be more than that. The song's influence, the indictment can be found below. There is evidence. I mean, look at what Young Thug's been saying online.
Yeah, like if they got that recording that he ordered the hit, like.
Yeah, the lawyer doesn't. That's the thing. The police haven't revealed everything they got. They just revealed, some things.
Yeah, who knows what else they got?
Yeah, they said on the Young Dolph.
Probably got camera footage.
They said on the Young Dolph murder, they got way more than you guys have even seen. They know everything. So,
damn. Hip hop police is crazy.
I mean, I have no problem with these guys getting locked up. I don't give a fuck if you're a great artist. If you're out here murdering people,
50 especially,
doesn't matter, dude. Like 50 people dead,
that's a lot, man.
I don't care who you are. Like I'm saying, like YNW, what's his name, YNW Melly, because all these YNW Flushy YSL is confusing me. So YNW Melly, if he gets convicted of murdering his two friends, I don't give a fuck how great of music he makes. Keep that guy locked up. He's a psychopath. He killed 2 people.
Yeah,
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Definitely.
What you need to do if you grew up in a bad environment, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. The odds are against you. But if you make it out of there, if you're lucky to make it out of there, leave that shit behind you. What do you have to prove? Like, what is there to prove? What are you proving? That you're a gangster, that you're a hardcore mob guy, and you're this and that. Who cares? You're making multi-million. You're making shit ton of money, man, that people would dream of. You're in the top 1% of American earners, probably 0.5%. You're doing all kinds of things that change people's lives. Like, why are you going back to street shit? It's like, it just doesn't make any sense at all.
It must be really hard for these people, man. It must be like a drug. Like, you can't.
They're just too heavy tied into it.
Yeah, like, that's what it is.
It's like you can't. I don't know.
Like if they leave, it's just like it's too much for them.
Yeah, so when these charges came, they went to Young Thug's house, got him, pulled him out of there, took his mugshot. They didn't get Gunna yet, but they got Gunna a couple days later. Young Thug did appear in court. There's video footage of him in court. The lawyer did try to get bond, but they said nope. They're looking to appeal that, so they're going to try to get bond down the line. But like I said, he is facing life in prison. So
they came heavy on him. Helicopters.
Yeah, as they should, because you never know. So Gunna did turn himself in a day later. They took his mugshot. He looks really mad in the mugshot, as he should.